How to use forms in monday.com. Hello guys and welcome to this new tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to show you how simple and easy it is to use the forms implemented into monday.com. So, why are you going to be using the forms? Basically, in any platform or in any website, you need to set up the form. The form is going to be a tool that will help you gather data or information about clients, maybe team, and also it's to specific individuals that you're going to put a survey maybe, or you need some data from them collected. So these data are going to help you to do some statistics. And these statistics are going to be either implemented into monday.com or for the big data that you have also accompanying this platform, such as Power BI, Google Sheets, and etc. Now, how we can get the access to the forms. Basically, we are going to head over monday.com, sign in for an account, and then you're going to see your dashboard. Once you are on the dashboard, like you can see on the screen in here, we're going to head over our workspace. Make sure that you have added at least one workspace. So we can go ahead and head over here and have the connection set up within the specific columns of the project or the tasks. Now, as you can see, I have already a project, or let's say here a specific board, or name it whatever. So now, as you can see, I have set up nearly here the demonstration data into only one specific area, which is going to be this area. So you can go ahead and have fun here using the specific monday.com features, setting up the data and also the priority and etc. But it is not going to be our subject for today. We're going to head over the plus button on the main projects or workspaces in here. This is the plus button. Click on it. And so you are going to add here from new, as you can see, project, portfolios, boards, docs, and etc. We're going to have here the choice of forms. So either you are going to create a form or you can go and start with a template. So as you can see, we have some forms, and this is going to be the category for the template of forms. We have creative request form. We have customer satisfaction, as you can see, form or survey form. Here we have the start from scratch, which is going to be by Monday. Everything I think is going to be by Monday. And you can go ahead and have your specific form or your designed form like that. So I'm going to choose one of the form in here. So then we are going to start it from scratch. So I am going to have maybe this work request form. So I can go ahead and check it. It is going to be implemented also on the project. So we have as you can see, a specific background color and etc. I'm going to click on use form. You're going to see the transfer data to your form. This is going to be created as a board. This form is going to be as a board. I'm going to have here to skip the tutorial. So here we have the board. As you can see, we are going to have everything in here. So this is a pre-made form. So as you can see, for the title, we have work request. We have the subject, description, the priority, due date, relevant attachment, type of request, and etc. So you can go ahead and edit the form, or you can share it. So if I go ahead and click on edit form, you're going to see the editing and also the settings. So now, as you can see, we have the welcome page. You can go ahead and add it or not. And also, when you have set something, you can go ahead and preview it right away. Now, at the left side of the screen, as you can see, these following, as you can see, four buttons are going to be representing the background image. As you can see here, the layout or the format, and also we have the text, fonts, and colors. And this is going to be the form and text alignments. So, right there, you can go ahead and see that we can add either a form by clicking on the plus button, or the specific case, like short text, long text, numbers, people, phones, emails, and etc. So, aside from that, you can go ahead and click on settings and see the different settings that we are going to have. For example, submit multiple form right there. So you are going to allow the submission of multiple forms for the person. You can go ahead and do that for your team, of course. You can save everything as draft. Anonymous form, I'm not going to support it because it is going to be given for our team. and response limit, it is going to be something else. Now, aside from that, let's say that we have this form. I can go ahead and set it up, and also I can share it with my team members. So I'm going basically here there to copy the link and distribute it into the columns and the boards. So aside from that, I'm going to head over here and create a new form, and it is going to be from scratch. So it is going to create a new form like that, and we're going to start from scratch. So we are going to have the single select in here, option 2, option 1, option 3. So we are going to have this form, as you can see. This is only going to be the header or the form itself, but from the scratch. You can go ahead and check out the results of your form in here. So you can go ahead and publish the form and get some results after the submissions, of course. So I'm going to click on edit form, and as you can see, we are going to have the specific here. So on the new form, I'm going maybe to add something else. And here it is going to be put for data gathering, maybe form. So data collection, maybe. Gathering is going to be a little bit strong. Collection. Oh, boom. Now, as you can see, we can go ahead and add a description, add a logo, or set up the settings, like the alternative text of the logo. So we are going to have maybe Jack's space. We're going to have it just like that. And it is going to be like this. So you need to set up your logo at least. Now, here, as you can see, we have this specific form. So you can go ahead and have maybe the option in here, or you can go ahead and create another, let's say, field, and then you can delete that. So we're going to have the text or short text form. So for example, name, and we're going to have it just like that. Boom. We're going to have it at the top, and this, I think that I do not need that. So I'm going to have a name. We can go ahead and add maybe something else like a short text, like maybe here we have the name. We can go ahead and put something else like date, or I think that the date of birth is going to be something like this. Maybe we are going to have date. Let's see, here we have a date. So we are going to have like date of birth, date like that of birth. Boom. We are going to let the option, and we are going to add another thing, which is going to be email. I'm going to be put email, and I need to have this question settings. We are going to put it as required. So in here also, you need to set up some questions as required. So, and this one also, the name also is going to be required. Boom. Here we have set up the first thing. So I can go ahead and have also the phone, and we can go ahead and have, as you can see, the country code added. So use the predefined country prefix. So I'm going to have it just like that. So let them use it however they want. Now we can go ahead and add whatever data that you need to collect. For example, like here a single selects, or here, since we are going to have the data gathering or collecting, you can go ahead and have, for example, the specific, as you can see, true or false, like that, true or false. So you're going to have here the um, include conditions. So check by default, add question may be required. So we are going to have here something like added. I don't know here. We have the true or false in here. So I'm going to preview that before I go to the saving. True or false. Here, normally we need to at least two fields of true and false. So I don't know here what is going to be here the case, but I don't know. So I do not need it here. So we can go ahead and add a standard question like multiple selects. So we are going to have here some options. Right option. I'm going to have here, do you um, have, for example, let's say here, previous experience with data analysis, and we're going to put here the question mark, yes here, no, and you're going to put it as required. Remember that. So we are going to have the form like that. So basically, this is how you can go ahead and create your form. So I can go ahead and have here maybe a color right there of the form, or have a specific image. I think that you're going to have this. You can upload also your own image and have it just like that. Also, you can go ahead and change the layout of the form, put it something like that, or whatever you want in here. And here we have it. Do not forget to set up the form as you can see in here. Share the form and have your link added to your staff. So let's say that we are going to have maybe the specific form added to a board. So we're going to have here a specific board. We're going to have text, and that text is going to be or I'm going to put, instead of text, we're going to have link, and we're going to have it just like that. So we're going to put link, or we can go ahead and search for form. Let's see if we have some form, form. I think that we are going to have form, but it doesn't matter a lot. So we are going to have link only. So since we have added the link, so you can go ahead and rename that. Please submit the form. Boom. And I'm going to make this column in here. So you can go ahead and have your form added like that, and example text data collection form. So we are going to have it just like this. So basically you are going to have it like that. So you can go ahead and add it just like that. Boom and boom. This is for the people working in here. That was pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed the content, and I hope to see you soon on the next one.